Rockbros April 24. Quick release. Seems to be just one circle that's holding it, that one thing there. So far it's really tight. Instead of using a spanner, you use an Allen key and you put it in there to tighten it up. It's quite a big Allen key, I think it's a size 8, which is pretty big, but that's how you tighten it up. It was £20 on eBay, April 24. That's about $25. It doesn't spin very freely. I don't know if that's important or not. I saw another video where a guy felt that was important, but I don't know. Maybe in some situations it's better if it doesn't spin like that. Seems to be the same on both sides. It's got an Allen key fitting there at the end, I don't know. Does that mean you can take this all apart? This is the left one. I'm not used to this yet, but it just seems to slot back in. I thought you might have to, press this down to put it back in, but it seems to just slot in anyway. It's really tight. I've not tested it outdoors though, or even tried it at all. It's Rockbros K3462F. I noticed on eBay some people have been talking about how narrow it is in the comments. It's meant to be 10.2 centimetres wide, but it seems a lot less. The actual pedal seems to be about 7 centimetres. They say 10.2. Maybe they're talking like to there, I don't know. But the actual pedal's about 7 centimetres, which seems very narrow. Here's how my old pedal would fit, something like that. You can see it's a lot wider. Someone said they thought it was a kid's pedal, but I don't know. I think this is what it's meant to be. I've only been trying this a few times, it's taken me a while, but I think the main technique is make sure you're not holding it at both sides, because you need to let that side slide out. At first I thought I had to hold down with my nail, but then now I'm finding, because I've not got my hand on the other side, I thought it was just this bit that was going or something, but the whole lot's gone. Weight, 167 grams, just like they say really. Here's my old one for comparison, 162. On their website they actually say 330 grams for the right pedal, but I think they're wrong. I think they mean both pedals, because as you just saw, probably the two of these would be around about 330 grams. So to fit them, there's no need for a spanner, usually 15mm, because it won't fit anyway. I've found that I could tighten it up pretty good, but if you want to give it that final bit of tightness, then you'll need a sort of an Allen bolt, an Allen key sort of like that. I think it's 8, size 8. The pedal goes right in, right to the max as well, so you press it there. And there you can see the sort of Allen key bolt things to screw it up with. So it looks like it's just that one ball bearing or whatever is holding it in place, but it seems strong enough to me so far, but I've not tried it yet, Remember that on bikes the threads in these go the opposite for each side, so you can't put a right pedal on a left side because the threads go the opposite way. The left side you go clockwise to unscrew, and that's because when you're pedalling, that's the way you're pedalling the other way. So because if you were pedalling the same way, you might loosen it as you go. So that makes me wonder if you even need to use the bolt to tighten it up, because with this it's so easy to put in place that here I'm tightening it up. I'm going anti-clockwise. For the left side, left. But it's so easy to tighten up like this. I wonder if you even need to tighten it up with the Allen key, but because you're pedaling in the same direction as that, but I don't know, don't quote me on that. You're meant to use an Allen key to tighten it up. To do that, you need I think it's a size 8, which is pretty big. I was just lucky, this is the only one I had of these, and so I would release, get the pedal out and just put that in, and if it fits, that's good. So I tighten it up that way to the left, anti. So here I am loosening it on the left, clockwise, and then to tighten it, I go like that. I think this quick release pedal market came about for folding bikes, so they can get them in their boxes and that. So that's about 3 centimetres all in there. And I'd say that's about 1.7 centimetres, that thing there. But I think it might be good as a theft deterrent thing as well, you know, because if they're not getting any pedals, then they're going to struggle a bit, you know. I suppose what a enthusiastic thief would do would be bring in spare things with them, spare pedals, and they would take this off and they would just put ordinary pedals on. But then it's a bit awkward for them because they want away in seconds. Park next to a bike more expensive than you, and then they might pick that. So this is what a thief would need to bring along with them, a size 8 Allen key, or a pedalless thing that fits, but not all of them, they don't fit each other, a lot of them. They don't use the same system, but then they would need to bring spare pedals, you know, all this sort of stuff. And a 15mm spanner. Obviously when I'm looking for bike parts, I'd search eBay low to high price, and Rockbros always come up quite soon on that. So these were only £20, which is about $25 I think. They look pretty good quality to me. On their own official website it says they should be like $56. I think that's American dollars, or maybe Australian, but yeah. This is, I've bought something else from Rockbros. Yeah, I bought this storage bag, which is pretty good quality. But the only thing I didn't like about it was that I had a hole there to put your earphones through or something, or your wires, some sort of wire, but I blocked it up. But anyway, what people were talking about was the width really, because they are really a small width, really, 7 centimetres I make them, the pedals, and that's from there, so from this bit's even less. And the idea is that this long part, though, it widens the tread and makes it a more stable force, which sounds realistic to me. I like the idea of that. But then if they've narrowed the width, I'm not sure about that yet. Here's what a size 9 cycling shoe looks like on it. I mean, I'm not going to use cleats. I don't use cleats in it, but I probably won't even use this, but it's not even fitting those sort of nails really good. Or it is in a way where it's exact, so I don't really know. It seems to be the same on both sides. It seems quality anyway to me, but I don't know. That's a first impression, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the website's useful, and it says it's waterproof and dustproof. Take it they're talking about this joint here, this connection. Very simple, isn't it? And what else does it say? Yeah, the brand itself was created by Zingang in 2010. In 2007 he's a real cycling enthusiast, apparently. I've only read a bit. And in 2007 he cycled 2,000 kilometres. There's something in China, a really long, beautiful bike journey. But he's a cycling enthusiast. And to me the Rockbros stuff does sort of stick out. You know, it seems sort of things that catch my interest. Maybe wrongly, but they do. Sort of, and in price. And on the packaging and that, you know, just, not that packaging's a big important thing, but, you know, although I don't think this had instructions for it. I mean, I found out about that bolt thing from a YouTube channel, the grey bearded man, who was using an Allen key to tighten it up. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have known. Yeah, no instructions or anything, just Rockbros. So these will come like that, but remember not to get them mixed up because it's these threads that are different. One's for left and one's for right, and the two can't be mixed. You'll find out because when you go to try and put it on, it won't fit, but the threads go the opposite way. Left for left, right for right. So left for left, and we're to put it tighten, we're going anti-clockwise. Tighten, 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 tighten. One thing about that button is mine's is around the side there. It'd be better, well, above. I don't think it matters really though. But there you can see, as long as you're not holding it at both sides, you just let it freely. It'll be really easy. I just realised that with the pedals it doesn't matter what side you put it on because I presume they're both the same. They've not got threads on them. Maybe it does. Yeah, it doesn't feel as if that's going in right. Oh. No, it did go in. So the pedals are interchangeable both sides, but the actual connector things, the adapters, they're not. Remember, I could be talking rubbish. Can you see any difference? Yeah, I don't know. They do look a bit narrow, but longer tread, so we'll find out soon. This is just to demonstrate for you. It's interesting. Maybe these nails will be too thingy. One thing about cycling is you shouldn't use soft-soled shoes to cycle. You know, you shouldn't use your Yeezys because they're absorbing a lot of the energy, so you're losing a lot of the power that you're putting through the pedals. I mean, I don't know, it might be, I'm just going to make it up, say 5% or 10% of the power you might be losing if you're using very, basketball shoes or something, you really want hard-soled things, even bowling shoes or something, even high heels would be better than Yeezys, because you're not losing the energy from the pedal force. I suppose if you had these pedals on the wrong way, they would be at the front if you put the right one in. I don't know if that makes any difference. Probably does, but I don't know. As you can see, it doesn't spin around very much, but maybe in this situation you don't want them to. And it's 1.6 centimetres in depth. Well, so they say. Yeah, I suppose they're taking it from the middle there, I think. Looks a bit less to me. They came with these protective caps. I don't know if you would really use them. Maybe you will if you're keeping them in storage, folding bikes or something. I don't know, but for the... Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, that's a first look at the Rockbros K3462F. I wonder what that means. They've got another one in this sort of family, which is it's not as long. I'm hoping that the wider, this sort of theory is good for long distance cycling, but the other one's more traditional. It comes out a bit, it's shorter. There's my old one for reference. This one is a foldable one, which was good, but I like the idea of quick release, so I'm giving it a go, especially at that price, £20, it's about $25, so it's not much, but we'll soon see. Rockbros. Goodbye. It's winding down time. I'm going to get this. No. Well, I can't have a go at that. I did get it, but I don't know how. This one seems a bit more temperamental, but maybe because I've not fitted it yet. till I think that's gone. Right, guys. I've done all I can. Goodbye.